In introduction part, we can see that being a boy or a girl is an important part of one's identity. So obviously our gender is one of the important part of our identity. The society we grow up in teaches us what kind of behavior is acceptable for girls and boys, what boys and girls can or cannot do. So whenever a child born and he or she start to gather knowledge, from that time society start to teaches them that how should they behave being a boy or girl. So society decide that what should be the behavior for a girl and for a boy. So there can be the presence of inequality in the behavior of the gender. We often grow up thinking that these things are exactly the same everywhere, and whatever society teaches us, we think that in every part of the world the behavior is the same. But is it so? Let's check it out. But do all societies look at boys and girls in the same way? So this is the vital question which we have to find out the answer from this chapter. So let's check. First, one case study here we are going to learn, that is growing up in Samoa in the 1920s. So many years back, how did the boys and girls grow up in the island Samoa? Where is it located? Just check. In the Pacific Ocean, beside the Australia continent, the small Samoa Island is located. So the Samoa Islands are the part of a large group of small islands in the southern part of Pacific Ocean. And here also you can see the image of Samoan children. Next, so what happened to Samoa? Let's check. In the 1920s, according to the research reports on Samoan society, children did not go to school. They learned many things such as how to take care of children or do household work from older children and from adults. So they get the knowledge from their regular activities. They didn't go to school or never thought of to go to the school. What did they learn? They learned many things such as to take care of the children. So from their childhood, they learned the fact that how to take care of another child. From whom? From older children and as well as from the adults. Fishing was a very important activity on the island. So their main occupation, one of the main occupation was fishing. As they are living in the island, so it is easier for them to catching the fish. Young people therefore learned to undertake long fishing expedition. But they learned these things at different points in their childhood. So in their childhood there are different stages. So at first stages they are learning how to take care of another child, and in the next stage they are learning how to relate themselves with the occupation, that means with the fishing. This way they grow up from their childhood. So it is a quite interesting process of living. Next we can see that as soon as babies could walk, their mothers or other adults no longer looked after them. Just like few animals also do the same thing. Whenever their child or babies start to walk or little bit mature, that time the mother animal leave them. They leave them to they leave them just to make them grow up as their self. So in Samoa Island also we can see the fact that when the babies could walk, the mother or the adult leave them, don't look after them. So who took care of them? Let's check it out. Older children, often as young as 5 years old, so just 5 years old children, took over these responsibilities. So they are also very much junior, but it was their work to take care of the young babies. Both boys and girls looked after their younger siblings, which also helped to make a strong bonding between the siblings. But by the time a boy was about 9 years old, he joined the older boys in learning outdoor jobs like fishing, planting coconuts. These are their main occupation. Girls had to continue look after small children or do earn for adults till they were teenagers. But once they became teenagers, they had much more freedom. What kind of freedom? After the age of 14, for the girls, this one or so, girls also went on fishing trips. So here we can observe that girls are not only busy with the household work, even they are also engaged with the boys after the age of 14 in the occupation. Worked in the plantation, learned how to weave basket. Cooking was done in special cooking houses where boys were supposed to do most of the work while girls helped with the preparations. So here we can see a very unique kind of bonding in the society between the boys and the girls, where both the gender are working together, helping each other. That's why they didn't thought to go to school, because their society making them learn how to live together, how to live for one another. This was the very good characteristic of Samoan people. I hope you will also like it. Next, just in opposite, another case study here we are going to learn, that is growing up male in Madhya Pradesh, that is in our own country, Madhya Pradesh. The year is not too much far from 1920s, it is 1960s. So let us check what was going on in Madhya Pradesh for the growing up of boys and girls. Let's check. So here we can see that from class 6 onwards, boys and girls went to separate school. So they are not growing up together. Okay, boys and girls had the separate school. The girls' school was designed very differently from the boys' school. Why it is so? They had a central courtyard where they played in total seclusion and safety from the outside world. So in the girls' school, there is totally bounded courtyard where only they are allowed to play. But what we can see for the boys' school? In boys' school had no such courtyard, and our playground was just a big space attached to the school. So for boys, the playground was an open ground. Every evening, once school was over, the boys watched as hundreds of schoolgirls crowded the narrow street. As these girls walked on the street, they looked so purposeful. This was unlike the boys who used to streets as a place to stand around idling, to play, to try out tricks with their bicycles. So here also we can see the differentiation in the behavior of boys and girls. First differentiation we have observed for the school, where the girls' school is totally under the boundary and for the boys' school it's a open ground. Even when the school get over, while returning home, all the girls together they make the group, and with the narrow street they strictly return back to the home. No other activity during the journey. But when the boys are returning back to the home, that time they use the street as a playground. Sometimes they are making some tricks, they are roaming, idling, playing with the bicycle, etc. So here also differentiation in the behavior of boys and girls. For the girls, the street was simply a place to get straight home, no other activity. The girls always went in group. Why? Because they get fear that perhaps the society or other boys can tell some bad languages to them or can behave not properly. So perhaps because they also carried fears of being teased or attacked. So this is the scenario of our country, where girls on the road are not that much safe and they always get in a fear that anytime they can be teased or attacked by the boys or other person. So I hope now you can compare the society of Samoa and the society of our country. In Samoa, it is a very far place from our country, or we can say mostly the tribal peoples live there. Then also they are not educated, but they have the bonding between boys and girls. But for our country, though our education is developing, see the behavior or the bonding between boys and girls, where girls get less respect in many areas from the boys. This is the scenario of the school of Madhya Pradesh, boys' school and the girls' school. So at last we can say that after reading the two examples above, we realize that there are many different ways of growing up. Often we think that there is the only way in which children grow up. This is because we are most familiar with our own experience. If we talk to elders in our family, we will see that their childhoods were probably very different from ours. So, generation wise, the behavior of the society also changes. So, we cannot compare our generation with other, because maybe they have some other kind of growing up process than ours.